What is up, guys? MeatyLock here, and today we are back in action doing another ARK creature feature, and I'm joined by that German guy. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
So today we're taking a look at the dire bear. This guy is freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of people were asking for quite some time for a bear. Originally, Meaty had done a Reddit post talking about a dire or cave bear kind of idea.
Yeah.
And we're happy to see it's something they decided to put in. A lot of people want the short-nosed bear, but the dire bear, I believe, is more burly, so I'm kind of happy they went with that instead.
Actually, I think this is a short-faced bear. I think this is the same thing. I think the ARCTODUS is a short-faced bear. I think short-faced bear is just another word that they call it.
It could be. It could be.
But yeah, we actually pushed for this exact bear on Reddit. I made a Reddit post. I think it got like 200 or 300 upvotes.
It did well.
Yeah, and this was what, like 5 months ago, probably?
Yeah.
4 months ago. This is a long time ago, and we were like, dude, we really want a dire bear. And we even called it a dire bear too. I was like, this is basically like a dire bear from like D&D or something like that. I mean, these things are massive. They're absolutely massive.
Yep.
I don't think they were this big in real life. Well, of course they weren't this big in real life, but they were pretty big.
Yeah, ARK is always messing up the sizes.
Well,
I mean, bears can get really big. If they stand on their hind legs, they're tall.
Yeah, they're tall. But, I mean, if you look at this picture on the right, I mean, this guy's like 60% of the size or 70% of the size of, like, a mammoth or something. You know what I mean? Maybe even more than that. Maybe, like, 80% of the size of a mammoth. Because that human right there looks pretty small.
It does, yeah, especially in that riding picture.
Yeah, but this guy's going to be awesome. I'm so excited about a giant bear. I don't know why. I mean, I feel like a lot of people on the Reddit post I made were like, oh, dude, it's just a stupid bear. Why would you want a bear? I mean, we want dinosaurs and vicious creatures and stuff. I don't know. I mean, a giant bear. Imagine see a giant bear like charge through the trees in the woods or whatever. And I mean,
I've always wanted to have riding bears in the game ever since Red Alert.
Yeah.
Because you could make the Russian bear mounts.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that also that's a thing also in something else too? I can't remember what it's like having bear mounts. It might be a thing. Yeah. It might be a thing in a lot of things actually.
It might be in one of the Age of Empire games or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Russian troops in Command and Conquer with the bear mounts. Those, oh man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited to see what the different colors are because of course it's gonna be brown. We're probably going to see black. We're probably going to see white. And,
maybe white.
And then, well, I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, they have like T-Rexes that are white and stuff. So
cool.
Maybe like a reddish color. We'll probably even see like a bluish color. Probably the same kind of like as the wolves and the mammoths. Other fur creatures.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I want like a pure black one and like a pure white one. And they just just call them like shadow and light. These are like my two. They just stand up beside like each of my shoulders, and it's like you look really imposing and dangerous. Like, dude, dire bears would be awesome. So yeah, this guy is from the Pleistocene, early. I can't say that word.
Holocene.
Yeah, Holocene. It is a
basically they were thought to be around when cavemen were.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
They did interact with humans. I think also humanity was the reason for their extinction as well.
Yeah.
I think they were hunted out of existence.
And this is the same time as like mammoths and stuff like that too, right?
Exactly.
And woolly rhinos, was woolly rhinos that time?
Yeah, I believe woolly rhino, giant ground sloth, dire bear, dire
pretty
wolves,
much the rise
mammoth, saber-tooths.
Pretty much the rise of the mammals, after after the reptiles and all that stuff. Anyways, they're omnivores, so this is going to be one of the first carnivores we have that can eat meat and plant life.
Yeah,
so.
You can keep them fed on berries or meat. So if you're low on one or the other, you're fine. So that's if you're just starting out or don't have much, the bear is actually very versatile for that.
Yeah, and as you see over here on the right, it has a saddle and then like a meat and then an apple. So.
Yeah, we were discussing that picture up there. There is no saddle for the rider, so we're thinking. Meaty said maybe it's probably like the wolf, where you just kind of hop on.
Yeah,
so, and it looks like it has like an actual like storage unit on its back instead.
So with the beaver, we got a smithy. Maybe we'll have like, which I mean, I guess this doesn't really compare to the beaver. Maybe if the beaver had like a smithy you put in it or something, but maybe like this has like some kind of expandable added storage you can add, or maybe this is just a picture. This could just be a picture.
It could just be a picture, exactly.
But this guy, I'm wondering if he's going to have an animation where he stands on his hind legs.
I hope so.
This
Well, if it does, then this picture here shows the surefire way to take the bear down. You stab him in the junk with a spear.
in the genitals.
That is how you take the bear down.
Yeah.
Right before he mauls you, you have to be very quick and just get him in the balls.
So he standing up, he's probably going to be like, I mean, what is this? 16,
9
17?
feet?
No,
Not.
I mean, look at him though, dude. He's like 3 times the height.
Yeah, maybe 12
or 4 times the height.
Yeah, maybe 12 to 15.
Dude, this looks like 18 feet, man. 18.
All right.
I mean, it could be. I mean, maybe the picture is just like wrong. See,
well, if you look at the rider,
true.
Let's say that you're a 6-foot person, because the people in ARK are pretty big, and you can fit what 4. So yeah. I mean, I guess that's like 20 something.
Yeah, I guess
18.
I guess
I guess you're right.
I guess he's not fully extended too. So let's assume that he's not fully extended. This guy's like 4 feet or 3.5 feet. So yeah, maybe it's like 15 feet. We'll just say 15 feet, maybe something like that. He is territorial, so he's going to be really pissed off when you get near him. I'm assuming something like the Gigantopithecus or something, or just
or just aggros.
Yeah, or just fully aggro.
Or pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and read off the dossier here.
All right.
Wild, found primarily among the island's mountain and tundra regions. The dire bear is an opposing creature. Like most of the creatures that inhabit this island's colder areas, it is a mammal, and this particular mammal is either at or near the top of that region's food chain. Many on the island have started calling it the dire bear, a name which is appropriate both due to its enormity and its territorial nature. The dire bear ignores most non-hostile creatures while going about its daily routine of scavenging for meat and edible plant life. That is, until intruders enter the territory and it considers its own, at which point it viciously attacks. Most often, it is smartest to just run away from an angry dire bear.
Yeah, so that sounds a lot like the Gigano.
Yeah.
It really does.
I don't know how you're going to run from a bear, but, I mean, you can't even run from a bear in real life, so...
No, the water, and they are fast on land, and they can climb trees, so... well, they can climb, I should say.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
bears in real life can go mid-30s, can't they? I mean, obviously not for long periods, but they can go, like, I think they can go up to 35 miles an hour. And
the bears are fast.
Yeah, and I think like the fastest human is just mid to upper 20s, like that has ever existed.
Yeah, and those are like Olympic runners.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, normal people might be able to get that, but they're not going to be able to sustain that for longer than a few seconds. So,
yeah, guys, if you ever chased by a bear, throw your least favorite heavyweight friend in front of the bear.
And I don't know if making this, yeah,
no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't.
The easiest way to get get away from a creature is just throwing the next person behind you down and then running away from them. So, before you read this though, I wonder what the speed is of this guy, because I don't know if making him bigger. Like let's just pretend it's real life. I wonder if making him bigger makes him slower or makes him faster.
Well, I think it's kind of covered here in domesticated.
Yeah, okay.
So, once tamed, the dire bear is a strong and reliable mount. It can carry a vast quantity of goods and can sprint for extremely long, nearly infinite periods. It is not the fastest creature from the hard stop, but after building up momentum, its sustained overall speed builds to among the best on the island. Of course, being able to feed a dire bear both meat and plant life makes keeping one fairly convenient, regardless of the environment. Mm-hmm. So there it's saying, like, it's a momentum builder. Mm-hmm. But that also kind of makes it sound like it charges and kind of, like, it's hard to stop him.
Yeah.
Because they're saying once that momentum builds up, it can get to be one of the fastest creatures, but...
Yeah, so he's like a speed record racer that has to use a parachute.
Yeah. And it's like this guy is he's got the momentum, so I don't know, he's kind of like a I don't know, maybe like a siege runner. I don't know. We'll have to see.
He doesn't have a fast 0 to 60, but he can get up to 300. So
exactly.
So I'm so pumped for this guy, man. Like I really want him. I think he's gonna be awesome. Hopefully they add him soon.
Yeah. Well, it is fully textured.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which we have some pictures in there, right?
Yeah, we definitely have some pictures of the fully modeled. He looks...
Yeah, from the dev kit.
Yeah, he looks really, really good.
Yeah, it kind of has like a reddish-brown like tint to it, which looks neat. Mm-hmm. It looks like they'll have some unique pattern. with the fur.
Actually, I don't really like this model that much.
No?
I haven't really looked like really close at this model, but
It reminds me a lot of a brown bear.
yeah, but compared to like the Dossier, I feel like this doesn't really look that good. Let me
No.
yeah. I mean, he actually looks like a really fat chow or something.
Yeah, he does have a smushed face, which I guess falls into that short nose.
Yeah. Also, in these renders, he doesn't really feel that big, so I don't know.
Well, you have to remember the dev kit, the sizes
Yeah.
are never appropriate.
Yeah,
There's
that's
been
true.
things where like the frog was the size of a T-Rex.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Like, you know,
That's true.
you can't go by it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't really like the model. Maybe it'll look better in game. Maybe it's weird with this right here.
There's a weird angle in the picture too.
Yeah, so we have a couple pictures here with different angles. We'll go ahead and show you guys. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I still think the creature's going to be awesome. I'm curious. I'm guessing it's probably going to be taking down mammoths and stuff like no joke.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
Maybe now that they have more like apex predators like this, they can stop letting T-Rexes and stuff like spawn in the snow.
Yeah, probably.
I know there's a theory of warm-blooded large dinosaurs and stuff, but I still think it's weird to see a reptilian creature in the snow. It's weird.
Yeah, that is kind of strange. But you know, maybe once they kind of fully populate all the biomes, like you said, they'll kind of like separate everything.
Yeah, you can't stop them from wandering, I guess, but you can sure make sure the spawns aren't there.
But I think that's everything, right?
Yep, that covers it for me as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button. We'd both appreciate it. Also, check out both our channels down below, and we'll see you guys in the next ARK Creature feature.
Yeah, and thanks for watching.